All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to the WFO Racing League's Thunder Cup Thursday Cup Series. I'm joined tonight by a driver who couldn't quite make it in time. Driver of the 88 would be David Moody. David, how you doing tonight?
Doing real well. Sorry I didn't make it on time for the race. I'm looking forward to running tonight.
Yeah, Darlington, no. I mean, as you know, from running in the K&N car and the truck, and me in the truck, it's definitely a tough track for these drivers.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You've got to definitely pace yourself, and you've got to drive the track and not let everybody else take care of themselves.
Yeah, so far, it looks like we're 21 of 150 laps in. It's like, now let me see. I don't have everything loaded up, so it's going to be just a second. Jackson Allen's leading it right now with Aiden Young following in second. Robert Ottie's running third. John Houston fourth. John Sinu is in fifth position right now. We got Brian Kaufman in sixth. Hal Amy seventh. Mark Love is eighth. And that looks like your drivers for the night. Well, yeah, and we seen Jackson Allen. He's a new driver over here at WFO, but we seen him win the K&N race here on Tuesday night. We got a car in the wall. 44 bounces it off the wall, but keeps it going. Now the 44's, he's trying everything to wreck it, but he saved it again. Not sure what's going on with that Exalta hot rod tonight, but he's having all kinds of problems getting around this racetrack. Meanwhile, up front on that 4 car, I think it would help if I had Trading Paints loaded too, so we can see some of their paints tonight. Maybe we can get them loaded up here. Go back to the second place car, Aiden Young. Aiden, a little bit of trouble there. I guess when I get this camera on them, it's bad luck for these guys because every time I click on one, they seem to get loose or hit the wall or something. I don't know if that's me or if that's just everybody out there hitting the walls.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we got us the caution flag right now. I'm going to try to see what caused that. I'm going to be able to get onto it right now. Now, I don't have none of that stuff ready, so I can't get back to the incident thing.
It's cross out of 2, guys.
I'm going to say that it was probably the 55 car, but we're going to try to find out here.
Looks like it was Aiden Young, maybe. He made contact with the wall. I'm not sure if he spun around him.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'll fire up another app here where I can run that. It looked like the 50 car, or the 55 of Mark Love. I seen him sitting on pit road without a front end, so I'm going to almost bet that was him. These drivers having a tough go at it tonight. The only one who looks like he's having a pretty easy cruise up front is that 4 car of Jackson Allen. I see damage on about all of these other cars as these guys are on pit road right now.
Well, I'm sure it's a lot tougher riding in the Cup car than the truck or the K&N. Got a lot more horsepower in the dude.
Yeah, they definitely pack a lot larger or a lot more horsepower. The I haven't turned a practice lap in the car here, so I really can't tell you, you know, how it drives or how, you know, evil or whatever it is, but it was hard enough getting the truck and the K&N car around this track, so I can only imagine what these guys are going through tonight.
It's going to be it's going to be kind of a marathon type event, so kind of sprint through this.
We'll just call it survival of the fittest, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Got to look at John Houston's car. He's got a little bit of damage. It don't look too terrible. He's running the Texaco Haviland paint job tonight. That's kind of a, I call that maybe even a Davey Allison throwback.
It kind of looks like it. I don't know.
We got the 44, Robert Otte in front of him. Definitely running the Jeff Gordon throwback paint scheme. Good look at that car. That 44 is looking pretty good. He's got some damage on the right side, definitely up on the right front.
Yeah, he looks like he's been into the wall maybe once or twice.
Taking a look at the 21 here, and this car isn't looking too bad. Brian Kaufman running in the second position. I'd bet Aiden was involved in that last caution, and I would almost bet that because of the positions that he's lost.
Right,
since then.
He also there's a little bit of damage on the rear of the 42. Looks like maybe.
Yeah, he's got a little bit on the left rear there. I don't know if that's where someone got into him, or it almost matches the right front of Aiden's 9 car.
Yeah. Suspiciously close, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost suspicious there. We're not going to lead to anything, but
that's right.
There's the 3 car. Hal, Amy running a, he's got him a Dale Earnhardt throwback on that car.
Yeah, he's in a Intimidator all the way there.
And Mark Love in the 55 still on pit road.
Hey guys, tighten it up before we go drink.
Oh, I know one thing I need to do there.
Outside line, you're lagging back, working up to the front.
Says have it your way. I believe he's had it his way once or twice, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he's definitely had it his way a couple of times. All right, we're back to green flag racing. Looked like the 21 might have got a little bump there on that restart. Kind of knocked his car a little bit out of shape, but this is a car too that you have to really watch taking off in second gear in this thing because it'll break traction.
So much raw horsepower it just wants to get around.
And up front we got that 44 Jeff Gordon throwback scheme going for the lead on that 4 car now, but that 4 is just going to be a little too strong for him on the outside as Aiden Young in the 9 closes in.
Real nice line out of there.
I think that 44 is quite finished with him yet, though. He seems to be getting through the 3 and 4 here pretty good.
Trying to line him back up. Looks like he'll make another run. He's really good.
Using the bottom line here. Got a little bit loose out of that corner.
I saw that as well. I thought that was an interesting approach, taking that low line.
He may teach us a little bit about that low side. Meanwhile, Jackson Allen seems to be stretching it out on these guys already.
He had a good run at this track the other night. Car looks clean. Looks like he's running some good laps.
Yeah, you can see Robert Otte still using that bottom lane there, and Aiden Young in the 9 was using the top lane, and that top lane was definitely the faster way.
Yeah, Aiden has drove right up to it.
No, the 44's in the wall. Takes it low on the straightaway. Gonna bring it back up the track. No problem, no harm, no foul. He keeps going.
Yep, saves it nicely.
we got the 9 of Aiden Young in second. The 21 of Brian Kaufman was also able to get around Mr. Robert Otte there. Looks like the 21's going to try to make it interesting for the 9 car. You're giving them, they're going to be feeling spoiled tonight, not having any obstacles to go around.
That rolling chicane is off the track right now.
I can tell you right now, though, Darlington creates much more havoc than that.
Oh yeah.
This just, you don't race other cars on this track. You literally drive, you're racing the track, literally.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're just trying to make sure if you can get around another car, it's because he wasn't where he needed to be.
Well, I mean, even you on Tuesday night, you've seen how much of a challenge it was just to key up on the radio and try to navigate a corner here.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's there's a lot going on tires and trying to make sure that there's just so much happening. And if you take the line out of the line, and you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
It looks like that Jackson Allen has got it pretty well dialed in. He's running a real clean line right now.
Yeah, he's up about a second on Aiden Young, so.
But Aiden is gaining on it. I think Aiden has got a pretty good run at him. He's running he seems to be drawing it up, which is really good.
Yeah, I think that 9 car might be getting it figured out now. You'll see Jackson pull a little bit on him, but Aiden seems to be able to close that distance right back.
Got another car down on the apron there, but he saved it and come back out that 44, that Rainbow Warrior car.
Yeah, we'll go back to the 44 now, taking a look at him. We got the 42 of John Houston closing in on him. John Houston's going to work the high side. Otte's going to keep it to the bottom here. Oh, it's going to get tight out of this corner right here. Otte holds it down, gives him room, and John, they run through there too wide, no problem. Looks like John may get him cleared coming off the corner here.
Yeah, I believe he's going to get, because he's going to have to stay down to avoid him, so that's not
in fact, he does. Gets him cleared.
He got a car down off the wall back there again. That was Aiden Young, I believe, dropped down there. Nope, not Aiden.
Yeah, this track seems to be a little treacherous for these guys.
Pretty well spaced out right now, so they're actually getting some good laps in. You can see the tires are kind of starting to have a toll taken on them as they are. I feel like they're taking a little bit slower in the turn, maybe a little bit more cautious line, if you will.
Yeah, they're definitely backing them corners up just a little bit more than they were when they were on fresh tires there on that restart. Taking a look at that FMTV live paint scheme. That's kind of a throwback for American Sim Network. Matt Egan, the FMTV was his a couple years back before he switched over to American Sim Network. So Aiden's running that FMTV throwback scheme tonight. Looks pretty good too.
All right, we just had a real nice pass by Johnson New. He came around the 44, down the 44s. Back on him.
Yeah, we're taking a look at that battle now. Got the 86 of John Sanu and the Burger King car. Robert Otte running that Jeff Gordon throwback scheme. The DuPont car. They look like they're running a very similar line.
They are, yeah, they are. They're running a very close line to each other. Looks like Sanu's got him kind of squared away now. Now they're back to kind of catch the rest of the pack.
Yeah, And we're going to go back up front a little bit, get on the 21 car and the 9 car. This is going to turn into a pretty decent battle. It looks like as the laps have went on, that 21 has just been getting smaller and smaller in Aiden Young's mirror.
Yep, he is right on him. Aiden's got a little bit of hood damage there. I think he got into the wall a couple laps back. He may be losing a little power possibly.
It could hinder him just a little bit on the straightaway, but I mean, experience from last night, even what I seen in the K&N car, you can pop the wall here and get away with it pretty good.
Okay. Here they go, man. He's right on his bumper.
Oh, that was really close right there.
Yep. They held it together.
Yeah, Kaufman got on the brakes just the right amount of time to keep from squaring that 9 car up. Especially through the center of the corner. It looks like the 21's really getting into the center of the corner really fast. I actually think the 9 might be breaking the 21's run off the corner based on how fast the 21's getting into it.
I was thinking the same thing. I think he's causing the back down. So it looks like he's paced himself back a little bit to get a better run, maybe try to catch him coming out of the corner.
Yeah, we still got 102 laps to go in this thing, so I don't think Kaufman wants to use him or Aiden Young up at this point in the race. I think the guys might just be kind of riding and clicking off some laps here.
Exactly, yeah, try to keep those tires as healthy as you can right now so that you can make it for a long time.
And the next battle is the 86 who got into the wall and is now on the apron, and the 42, and the 42 is going to drive around the 86, and the 86 is going to put it in the wall.
Yeah, he is going to bring out a caution.
And that is going to bring out our caution.
Looks like
we're going to try to take a look at that, maybe on an instant replay to see, you know, exactly what transpired that led up to that. I'm not sure why he got up into the wall. Down on the apron here. It looked like the thing just got loose down there on that line and turned him right up to the wall there.
Yeah, he made a pass on the 42, and I think he had kind of a hard line coming in. And he checked up to stay out of the wall and just grazed it enough to shoot him down on the apron. And then when he came back, I think like you said earlier, when he got back in the throttle,
it just got him loose and shot him right up to that wall. That's what you talked about earlier, David. That's the horsepower of these cars.
Okay. They have plenty of horsepower to get that rear end a little squirrely.
I'm thinking, and I mentioned it before, but I mean, what do you think about these restarts here? You think these guys are restarting in second, or maybe a couple guys are going in third to keep from buzzing their tires on them?
Last night in the truck series, I was in third a couple times just to keep from getting a little bit loose with the truck. So I would say there's a few of them probably in third gear to keep that car squared up coming across the finish.
Speaking of that, I told you guys that, or I told you that I didn't get any practice in this car to know for a fact, but I'm wondering how many of these guys are downshifting into third gear in the corners. Namely 3 and 4.
that would definitely be a pretty good idea, I would think, to gear down and then use that to come off and get a big push coming out of that turn.
Yeah, 3 and 4 is definitely the slowest end of this racetrack, and you scrub off a lot of speed to get up through the center of, 3 and 4 there to get off of 4. So I'm really curious. I think we'll do an in-car later on just to see.
I'm looking at the car of Mark Love right now. It looks like he's got the engine getting plenty of air.
Yeah, he's. I believe he's brought him a modified out here tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely done a little work on it to make it as fast as he can.
It may help around here. And we'll have to wait and see how that works out for him. I know that when we come into it by lap 13, he was already sitting on pit road, and his crew was hard at work on that car for quite a while.
Yep. Most important thing, and you know, I've learned this is just keep racing.
That's absolutely right.
A lot of guys get frustrated and give up and throw in the towel, and it's like, just keep racing because you never know. I mean, next thing you know, you can have a guy go out with 40-some laps, blow an engine like I did last night. I had kind of gotten things together last night and then blew my engine, and that was it for me. But you know, that can happen to anybody, and next thing you know, you're making laps up on a guy that, you know, can't do anything to stop it. Starting to get lined back up. Everybody's starting to get back in position, looks like. Should be getting ready to go too long.
Yeah, they'll be going 2 by 2, I would suspect, before too long here.
Looks like that Mark Wilson will get the free passes that's coming around.
Yeah, he stayed out there to get it, didn't he?
Yeah. Another good strategy right there for a lot of guys.
Absolutely.
Things together last night and blew my engine, and that was it for me. But you know, that can happen to anybody's car. He's, next thing you know, a little bit of damage down that right side. I don't think it's too bad to hurt his car.
All right, I went ahead and pulled our stream up for us. That way we can take a look at what anyone's saying here, and getting a little rundown from what we missed earlier. It was the 3 who crashed earlier when I couldn't get to the replay because I didn't have the stuff set up, and before that the 55 had wrecked and been on pit road for a while.
Okay. Yeah, Mark Lewis currently, he's about 35 laps now, but there's a lot of laps left in this race. So.
We're going to jump on the leader up here. This will be Jackson Allen in that 4 car, getting a great restart.
He just jumped straight out there and took off.
We'll see if Aiden Young or John Houston in the 42 here can hold suit. Looks like Houston's in quite the battle with the 21, and it ain't a battle no more. Brian Kaufman takes the spot.
And look here at Aiden. Aiden is coming right there.
He's bringing the pressure. He's turning the heat on now. That number 9 FMTV ride is going after him. Through the corner, looked like Aiden checked up quite a bit. Jackson, he really just sent it into the corner there.
He could have hurt on them tires early on. I know that. Here comes Aiden again, right back at him.
You see those first probably 4 or 5 cars are still stacked up pretty tight here, so the racing business is definitely picking up.
The new tires, I think, help out a lot. It's everybody's fresh confidence. The car just bites and does what you want it to.
Right.
Best thing for Jackson to do now is just not looking at the rearview mirror, but keep driving straight ahead.
Absolutely. That's about all he's had to do the whole time we've been watching here.
He definitely has run a really good, clean race. I don't see any damage at all in the cars. I mean, he's kept her pretty well down the track.
Aiden Young fighting back again, getting another good run on him.
We need to see where he comes out here this time. He's coming right up to him.
He's closing the gap once more. Even on exit, looks like Aiden's holding his own. We got a slow car on the bottom there. I believe that's going to be the 55 again of Mark Love.
Yeah, that's Mark Love down there. He's doing the best he can to stay down low so these guys can race each other.
Aiden Young, that 9 car, taking a peek to the inside there. I don't really think he was close enough to make it happen.
No, he ducked right back in, got back in the line to keep running good.
I think his worst nightmare is right behind him now in that 21 car. That's Brian Kaufman.
Yeah, Kaufman is working him over right now. He is trying to get around him, I think.
I'm almost thinking the 9 car went to his mirror there because he fell off the 4 car a little bit more that time.
Yep, and Kaufman's right there with him. These two guys are really going at it.
Well, don't look like they're letting the 4 get quite as far away as he did the last time they got a restart.
No, they're helping each other out a little bit, but then, as long as they hold the same lines and keep everything smooth, they should be able to push each other up to the 4 car side to help put pressure on him.
See Aiden dropping all the way to the bottom on the straightaway there. I'm not sure if he's trying to break a draft back to that 21 car or what was going on, but that 21 again getting a heck of a run center off.
Yeah, he is flying out of that turn. He is looking good when he comes out, so I don't look for him to stay back there.
Oh, he checked up really good that time to, again, stay off Aiden Young's bumper. But look at the run the 21 gets off the corner.
Yeah, he has got that car dialed in, and he is flying.
He's driving a very smart race. He's being patient. He's letting the 9 go. You know, you see he'll have a good run on him, and he'll let him go. He don't want to risk anything right now. He's driving a smart race. That's 21's going to be somebody to reckon with at the end of this.
Yeah, and Brian's an excellent driver. I mean, he does a great job on this car.
See Jackson Allen just getting a little bit further out there now. We start to see in that same picture the 54 John Houston. Looks like he might be gaining in on this crowd. They say 3's a crowd, 4's going to be a party when he gets there.
That's right. When Houston gets there, it's going to be
it'll be a race.
It's definitely going to be a race.
John Houston driving that Texaco Haviland 42. That battle for second, though, is phenomenal.
It is. These guys are doing everything.
Oh, we got us another caution. You want to give me a car number on that one?
The 44 car, Robert Oddie. I'm trying to see what happened there.
We're going to try to get it on an instant replay here.
Looks like he just got into the wall. Yeah, he came out.
Oh, yeah. He got into the wall, and then he got back up into the wall again while he was spinning, and that will definitely be enough to bring out a caution.
The 44 for the caution. You'll get it once we cycle the pit stop.
It's unfortunate for Adi. He looks like he's been having a lot of trouble tonight.
Yeah,
Pit stops. What do you do here? 2 tires, 4 tires?
Well, we're at a pretty good clip in the race right now, so can you start gearing up and trying to calculate if you're going to have to go for a green flag stop in, or do you try to play it safe and think there'll be another caution or 2 coming?
Well, I know they're running 70% fuel here, and I can't really speculate how many laps they could run, but I'm going to guess somewhere in the 40 range, or 40, 42, 44 range.
Right.
And we're at 66 of 150 laps. I mean, so they still got, 134 to go here. That's still a pretty good click, so I know they're going to have to make at least one more stop.
Right. I would probably go ahead and get 4 tires on the car so I can have it drive the way I want it to, especially with the way a couple of those drivers were racing for position. You got Kaufman, who was right there. You got Jackson, who's been running good. If you get out a little quicker with 2 tires, but you may not need them if you've got the line down and you got where you want to be at. So I'm thinking probably 4 tires of a tank of fuel try to push me as far as I can go.
Absolutely.
Looks like Jackson made it out in first position again.
Taking a look at the 3 car making his way down pit road. That would be because he is lap down here, I believe. So yeah, he's a couple laps down.
Yeah. How he 2 laps off.
Yeah, he can't pit when the leaders do, so he's making his way down a little bit later. We'll have to see if the 44 is still on pit road. No, he's made it back out on the track, and the 86 is back out on the track as well.
Let's take a look at that 44 car and see.
That Burger King car looks like it's been used up pretty good tonight.
Yeah, he's had it his way several times.
I think they need to turn that baby over before it burns.
Yeah. But he hadn't had to take the front bumper off yet, so.
Yeah, he hasn't. They haven't got the Sulzol that detailed yet, so he may still have a little bit of aerodynamics left there. We'll have to see. Taking a look at the front here, still got Jackson Allen showing the way. Brian Kaufman in the 21 got out in second, so the battle with the 9 car won't be there as far as that aspect goes immediately. You got John Houston in the 42 moving up to third spot now, and Aiden Young dropped 2 spots back to ninth on them pit stop exchange.
Yeah, I see that. So it'll be interesting now to see if Kaufman has anything for Jackson coming off this restart.
It will, because I still believe Kaufman was holding something back.
Well, we saw him racing with Aiden there, and he was giving him plenty of opportunity in that corner, so he did not drive into him. And there were several times he had a killer run coming out the middle of those turns.
Yeah, just watching how he could pretty much close on Aiden at will there shows that he's got a good race car. So, restarting up front on that outside there might be something. We might see something happen.
Yeah.
We hope it's a pass and a good thing, but, we might see something happen here.
We could see back-to-back caution flags.
He's holding back a little bit too much on this restart zone, though. I mean, was back nearly a car length, so not really sure what that's about. And it looks like his car might have slipped traction a little bit, like he might have broke traction on that restart. That's going to put the 42 right under him.
Yeah, and now we've got a 3-car battle.
Oh, we had a quick caution there. We'll have to see where that come from.
I believe that might have been the 42 maybe into the wall, or 42 into 21 maybe. It was kind of close.
No, they didn't get into it. The caution had to have been someone else. It's the 86, John Sanu.
I kind of hope somebody saw that.
Yeah, I saw it.
Take a look at the replay here and see what happened to him. That Burger King car having another rough show of it. Working underneath it. Oh, the 55 looked like come down and got into him there, and both of them went wrecking. And the 86 is missing his front end. He's got them modified now.
Yep, I believe the Burger King car just got flipped. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, it just got flipped, didn't it? They turned him over. He's smoking. That's not a good sign.
No, there's some spark coming out from under the carriage and everything, so I think
they waited a little too long to flip him, David.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to have it your way now. I think you're going to get it his way.
Exactly. That's unfortunate. I mean, you hate to see that happen to a driver. That just makes a bad night. And I heard him voice his displeasure over the radio there. So.
Well, one good thing is Sanu had a spare bumper in the truck because it's been put back on. He's ready to go.
Absolutely.
It's good to save those extra parts. Toyota.
Absolutely. Yep, he's got him a brand new hot rod now. Burger King's going to be happy to see that.
Sorry, guys, I'm pit road out. My bad.
That's right. So you can have it your way here at the Darlington Raceway.
He got it his way tonight, didn't he? We didn't think he was going to. That's the good strategy. I mean, he ran that beat-up race car, and then when he needed that fast repair, he used it about halfway through the race.
Both drivers.
Yep, and he's still on the lead lap, or at least what I'm showing right now. So he's going to still be on the lap with the with the rest of the fellas, so that's going to be good. That's going to be important.
Yeah, and he's got him a brand new hot rod here. We'll see what that 86 can do with it. Meanwhile, back up front, that 4 car been very strong tonight.
Yeah, it's. I was watching Aiden. He came in and maybe took 2 tires right there. I'm not sure what. But it looked like he came in for a real quick pit and out. So this will be interesting to see.
Yeah, might have us a little bit of strategy going on there from the 9 car. Why not? I mean,
yeah.
Why not come in there? If the other guys are going to stay out, take advantage of it, right?
Heck, he lost no position, and he's right there. So, you know, he's going to have fresh rubber to take him around the track.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see any. There's no harm in what he did, and that might make him a pretty solid competitor here on this restart.
But I'm interested to see what Kaufman does on this restart. It looked like you said, he broke traction a little on that last one possibly. So it'd be interesting to see if this one here, he gets her locked down and drives her into the turn. And we'll see how this race is at.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it. We might be coming to 1 to go here or 2 to go. Not quite sure. We'll see if they go 2 by 2. And it looks like they're going to go 2 by 2, so.
Looks like they're lining up now.
Aiden Young, as you pointed out, may have a couple fresher tires. He's going to be restarting on that outside behind the 21 car. John Houston, he's going to be restarting right behind our leader, Jackson Allen, in the 4 car.
Yep, so we've got 4 strong drivers right there together. It's going to be interesting to see.
Absolutely.
Outside the lane, don't forget, you got to be next to that leader. Don't lag back now. Stay next to that 4 now.
All right, so we're going to get ready for this restart here.
Looks like the pace car's getting ready to drop off.
Come on, get alongside him.
21 is laying back. Not sure what that's about.
There he comes. He's drawing her in now, hopefully.
Wondering if it's just kind of a confidence thing because he's been, you know, spinning the tires a bit on those restarts.
Could be, yeah, he's worried about getting into the, getting a little squirrely up here.
Oh, John Houston got a real good restart, but he spun his tires as well, and that's going to let Jackson Allen squirt out again.
Yep.
John Houston launched on that restart.
Then his rear end just got a little bit out from behind him, and he had to come off there.
All right, we're going to get that battle up front that we've been looking forward to, and that's that 21 and the 4 car.
Brian Kaufman, car 21, that is a warning. Do that again, it will be a black flag. You got to be alongside the leader when you go green. You can't be 1 car back.
21 looks like he's closing up on the 4 car in a hurry here.
I was going to say, coming through the center of that turn, he is fast.
I'll tell you what, that 42 car isn't far behind these guys now. I think he's sat behind them long enough to learn a little bit.
Yep. He's following around.
Well, we're halfway through, halfway point right here. Business is starting to pick up. Jackson Allen in the 4 car, your leader. Brian Kaufman running second here. Kaufman's definitely getting a better run off the corner. You can see he lets the 4 car go a little bit in the center, and then it really gives him a great launch off the corner.
If he just drives it right up there, coming into the turn, he's holding a really good line coming through. So I look for him to really get up there too before he off the line. As the tires start to wear, I think we'll see these 2 guys really get to racing each other.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting as this thing goes green to see how well that they'll contend with each other, but it looks like it's going to be a great race.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, back to Aiden Young. He was our we thought our new tire superhero, but I don't know if Aiden's working a different strategy here or not. He might have figured something out on fuel.
Yeah, he may have stopped in and topped off. I don't think he'd have enough to take him all the way, but I guess it is a possibility.
And it might turn into a race for third here. Aiden closing up on the 42 of John Houston. Sinu and the Burger King 86 not too far behind him, and that fresh race car.
Yep. And Aiden got a good run right there on Houston. He was driving him right back in there again.
Yeah, Aiden's definitely driving it in the corner a lot harder than John in the 42 is.
See if he can work a little bit of that patience like we talked about earlier with Kaufman and find the right moment.
Kaufman's definitely shown that patience, and it looks like he may be closing up even tighter for this lead up here. Where we've seen Jackson Allen in that Ford get away before, he's not really getting away from him now, is he?
No, he's definitely not running away with it. Kaufman is, he drifts back just a little.
Oh, look like the 4 got tight coming out of the corner there, and that 21's going to get a heck of a run on him here.
Yeah, he is. He's right on him.
The pressure is definitely there. Brian Kaufman doing a well of a job behind the wheel of that 21 tonight.
He was grabbing the wheel off that thing. He's got her looking good right now because he can hold his line and stay with him, keep that patience going. Drive this track, I think we'll see him.
It looks like his line from center off back there at 3 and 4, or center off on 4, is just, he gets such an incredible run down the straightaway. And in through the center of 1 and 2 here, the same thing.
Yeah, he's coming out of that turn flying. He really is. Maybe a check up there a little bit.
Yeah, he's checking up. He's being patient. It's the same thing we've seen him do when he was behind Aiden Young earlier. He's taking care of his car. He's not putting himself in any position that he's going to ruin the rest of his race. That's smart. Great race going on up front. Let's take a look back here at our third place battle. Looks like John Houston's got him a breather now.
Yeah, Aiden kind of got into the wall a little bit. I dropped back and saw that. He kind of got flipped the wall just a little.
Yeah, it looks like Aiden's fallen back off that race a little. Robert Oddie and seemed to get by him here in the 44. Robert Oddie back up to 4th place, and I'm going to tell you right now, that DuPont car is going to need a lot of Bondo after this one.
Yeah, that's the Rainbow Warrior car. Is going to need a little bit of sunshine with this race.
Yeah,
He's beat the tires out of it.
I'm pretty sure he's hit out about everything out there, including the pace car.
It looks like he's backed into it.
Twice.
The one good thing is, though, is the 44 on top is still intact, so he hasn't been on top of the car yet. He hasn't had the top down.
It looks like Hal Amy Mark Love might have retired him for the night. Grayed out here on my screen.
Yeah, Mark appears to be out of his car. And I don't see Hal anymore either, so I believe they're both gone.
Well, we've seen what this 86 looked like before, and looking at it now, it looks like he is taking care of that race car.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of that damage may have come early on. Maybe he got tangled up with somebody and kind of into the wall that way. Maybe that's where it came from. Now that they kind of got a little bit of space and breathing room, it's able to take care of it. It can take care of the car a little easier. But he's driving a real good line right now. It looks like he's really getting a push towards
looks like he's setting his sights on the 42 of John Houston here.
Yeah, he's got a good run at John right now. And John may be trying to conserve some tire here to make a longer run because he's probably figuring that it's going to stay green for a while.
Meanwhile, back up front, it looks like Jackson Allen's been able to get him just a little bit more breathing room here. We've seen Kaufman putting a lot of pressure on him before we went away to go back through the field a bit, but it looks like now the 4 car is starting to stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, but Coffin is still getting a real good run out of that turn. He's still really getting a good run off that turn.
Yeah, down there in 3 and 4, he definitely looks to be stronger, and I think Jackson Allen might be pulling him a little bit down here in 1 and 2.
Yep.
I don't know, though, as I say that, 21 got a well of a run off of 2 there.
He's still got a really good line. Watch him come out of here. He's just got her going. He's drawed her up just a little bit more.
It looks like the 4 car is really tight coming off that turn. And the different line the 21's taken allows him to stay in the gas there and really close the gap.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It looks like the 24's got just a little bit of an oversteer coming out, so he's having to recorrect, and that's costing him just a little bit of time.
As we see the lead once again shrinking, the 21 car is closing back in. Maybe he backed off of him there, David, to cool his tires down a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going through all of their minds right now as the race starts to linger on. We start to see guys getting a little more space, and cautions, won't be as big a factor for them, so they're thinking,
oh, the 4 got tight there. The 21's got a great run on him coming down the straightaway here.
It's coming out of here. Watch him. He just drives right up to it, and he's flying out of that turn.
2 completely different lines there on the exit of that corner. The 4 car looks like he's exiting higher and getting tight, and the 21 looks like he's taking a lower line and he's able to stay in the gas. Or the 21.
Yeah, you see the 4 car slide out there just a little bit. Let's see if he can drive back to him.
But again, it looks like the 4 car is able to open that gap up at least another 2/10 here. It's almost a half a second gap, but off the corner, it closes in a full 10th or better, just off the corner.
Here comes some lap traffic. Let's see
Aiden Young in the 9 car going a lap down right now. That's not going to be a problem for either one of the leaders here. This has just been a great battle since that last one. Oh, the 4 car in the wall bit there.
Let's see if Kaufman
Don't look like he lost a ton of time there. Kaufman might have gained a 10th on him, so he didn't give up the farm, but he definitely got to feel what that wall felt like.
I feel like watching Kaufman drive right now. I think he is kind of has that little bit of caution to him. He's just kind of, he likes where he's at right now, and he's just watching the 4 car drive and taking advantage of anything that might help him, so that he doesn't get collected in something if something goes horribly wrong.
It doesn't, I believe you're right, David. I'm going to agree with you on that. It doesn't look like that Kaufman is using his equipment up as much. It looks like he's taking care of his car a lot better, and he's managing his run.
I think Jackson's kind of getting to that point where he's been driving away from everybody, and now he's kind of got a guy that's just sitting right there. He may be looking in that rearview mirror a little bit, thinking, what do I got to do to shake this guy?
Well, I'll tell you right now, if I'm Jackson, I'm screaming at my crew, I need tires, and I need more tires.
That's right. Put 2 sets on.
Yeah, 2 sets got to be better than this piece of crap set that you got on it now, right?
That's right.
Yeah, this car is, and I'm sure it's because of all the horsepower. It really is hard on tires.
But if he goes Kaufman's line, I think he's got that smoother line, and that's allowing him to really conserve those tires.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that, especially down there, down in 3 and 4, where he's just really able to close the gap off the corner. They're pretty evenly matched in 1 and 2, but through 3 and 4, he's really able to close that gap. Take a look at our 3rd place, John Houston. He seems to be running all by himself, about almost 5 seconds back off of Kaufman.
He's still keeping the car fairly clean, and he's a little bit of front damage, but not a lot. Looks like he may have hit the wall a little bit. At Darlington, if you don't hit the wall, you did it completely wrong.
If you don't hit the wall, you didn't race at Darlington.
That's right. You were at Chicagoland or another track.
Somewhere else. It wasn't Darlington. That's why it's called the Darlington Stripe. All right, we'll go back to our 4th place car here, and as I went back to him, what's he doing? He hit the wall again. That's Robert Oddie driving a DuPont 44 car. Oddie has had a very, very interesting night, David.
He's reconfigured his forward manually on the track, so letting the crew guys do it.
Well, I mean, you can only ask the crew chief to change that thing so many times before you got to do it yourself.
That's right.
And I think Oddie had just got past the point where he was tired of asking them.
Yep, I think he got really tired of that downforce, so he bumped her up a little to let a little lift in.
We're going to drop back to the 5th place car here. That's going to be the 86 of John Sanu and the Burger King ride. And oh no, I'm going to have to get a look at it. I think he might have put a little damage on it.
Yeah, he's got a little front end damage there.
Looks like he got a little too close to the building on the drive-through there. Yeah, I think he might have got into it a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think the drive-through people are going to be very happy about that.
No, I think he hit the speaker.
Oh, and just when I go back to Aiden Young, he's spinning. Go take a look at what happened here.
We don't have a caution out, but looking at his car, I don't believe his right side tire's turning right now. So
yeah, we're going to take a look here. He's coming off the corner. Just going to take a look and see what happened to Aiden here. Got a lot of damage on the car. And you know when those things got, he was just tight coming off the corner. And he got the car fishtailing, and it was game over.
I thought he was going to drop in the pits there, but he decided to stay out.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Aiden. Expected him to be kind of a contender tonight, so.
Excuse me. Yeah, he usually has a really strong race. So I believe it was him that won the Watkins Glen a couple weeks ago. So he's definitely a good driver.
Meanwhile, we caught John Houston making a green flag pit stop there. Lap 104 of 150. Like he stopped a little bit early. That's going to be a little bit of strategy. Come out there on 4 fresh tires. That's got to be worth a second or two a lap.
I don't think it'll take him long to catch back up and get this lap back, get back on the lead lap. And then that may be the fuel mileage marker right there to get him the rest of the way.
Yeah, we got the driver of the day discussion going on over there. Looks like all the votes are going to be for the 3 car right now, Hal Lamy. Hal Lamy looked like the 3 car is retired for the day from what I'm reading here. In fact, he says he'll be glad when this track is gone.
I think he's asked if he can come in and run the dozer.
All right, here's something interesting right here, David. Taking a look at that 4 and the 42 coming to get a lap back right here.
Yep, that 42 drove right by him.
Drove right by him.
Yep, those fresh tires are making all the difference. And now he's going to get out there all by himself and run back around and try to catch back up.
You can see the 4 has stretched out that lead on the 21 of Brian Kaufman by about 1.5 seconds here. So maybe the 4 found something with his line.
Yeah, maybe his tires have gotten enough that he's not running so tight anymore, because it looks like he's gotten smoothed out, and maybe Kaufman has started to feel the pinch on his tires a little bit, and caused him to drop back some.
That could very well be. We'll take a look at his car and see what kind of run he's lining, or see what kind of line he's running. We'll get that right eventually. He's still going to that lower line on the exit of the corner, but we'll just see if he's kind of lost that smoothness here, David.
I'm watching Kaufman right now.
Looks like he's still pretty smooth. He's just a little bit slower here.
Yeah, I think he's just. he's just really easing that car around the track to get as much as he can out of it before he has to quit.
I'm going to go on board with our leader here, the 4-car Jackson Allen. Try to get an idea of maybe he's shifting or... Nope, I didn't hear downshift there, so he's definitely not shifting.
Well, I was kind of watching his RPM to see how his tack looked, and it looks like he's just lifting a little, letting the car drive itself right through it.
Well, he about got the wall there. That thing is definitely tight.
Yeah, it is definitely pinching him off a little bit.
Oh, here he comes now, bringing it down pit road. Oh, he missed the entry.
He missed it.
Outside of that entry cone, and that will be a penalty.
Yep, that's going to be a problem.
That is just unfortunate right there for him. That's your leader. Jackson Allen, we'll have to see what this cost him. I can't remember, but I'm wanting to say, Moody, that's probably a 15-second pit road penalty.
I think it is. Looks like they'll
add
him in now, so...
Well, I mean, Kaufman still got to make a pit stop, and he come in before Kaufman did.
Oh, Kaufman spun it into the wall.
Well, that'll erase that. Oh, he's got pretty severe damage on that left front, too, from what I can see.
Yep.
Yeah, that, unfortunately, that hood's all up in the air on that left side, and I can see the tire. And
Yep, he really...
They're going to need some bare bond and a hammer.
It looked like he was coming in a little bit too hot, and he tried to slow it down, maybe dropped a gear too soon, and it caused that rear end to come out from under him.
Yeah, we got your pal, Mr. Steve Blankenship, over on the watching the stream, Moody.
Oh, is he in there?
Yeah, he says, look at old Mayhem Moody. Went from the couch to racing and now broadcasting all in about 3 weeks, and that's about right.
Yeah, it's been about. I think this is my 5th week with iRacing. Man, I love it. I tell you.
Yeah, you'll be here a while. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely hooked on it. Steve introduced me to something there. Hopefully, won't cause a divorce.
Well, you want the good news, David?
What's that?
The 21 car's got him a brand new race car. They had a lot of spare parts.
I saw the guys throw a hood over top of the wall, and I figured that's going to be good for him. So
your new leader, as I get on him here, that's Mr. John C. who's bringing the Burger King ride down pit road. I wonder if we could take it. Wonder if we could put an order in.
Well, I don't know how much he's got left in there, because it looks like most of the burgers flew out when that hit the wall.
They flew out. All right, brand new leader, John Houston. Does that surprise you?
Not at all, because he's one of those guys that's just been sitting back there, kind of like Audie, real patient. And, you know, like we said before, if you're just patient.
Well, he stopped early. I mean, he definitely short pitted them there by about 5 or 6 laps and made up a lot of time on the racetrack.
And he's in a good position now because he's got a pretty significant lead over the guys coming out of the pit, so that's going to allow him some time for them to put some wear on.
That's what I'm going to look at. It looks like he's going to come out about 8.1 seconds in front of Brian Kaufman here, and he's about 11 seconds in front. And as I say that, he just bounces it off the wall. So
yeah, I saw that too. Now that 8-second gap just went down to about 6.
Oh no! Hal said that we're going to make you the mascot, Moody.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's Mayhem fits me. You've watched it.
We'll see if Nation can draw you up make you some kind of logo for a Mayhem mascot.
Yeah, I definitely would fit. Allstate should pay me big bucks because they could get some
John Houston still driving the wheels off that 42 Texaco Havoc machine. But Brian Kaufman's closed it up a couple seconds here, so let's take a look back at the 21 car. We know he's been fast. We've seen it.
Yep.
He done a good job tonight taking care of that car up until his little pit road mishap, but looked like he got that thing straightened out. The pit crew did, and they got him flying again. He's closed it down another half a second.
It looks like Jackson Allen in the 4 car is getting ready to flip the whopper here because he is making a run at the 86 right now.
Oh, he's a man on a mission, no doubt. I mean, to have the kind of lead that he did, even a couple of seconds there on Kaufman when they made that pit stop, and then just to miss that commitment cone is devastating.
Yeah, that was tough.
I'll tell you what, Sinu in that Burger King car is he's holding his own.
He is. Jackson had caught up to him a little bit, and then Senior just stood on it and got on out of the way.
It's like he turned the grill up a little bit, huh?
He did. He put the heat on and said, "Look out."
86 is cooking. He's cooking with some burgers there. They're flame broiled tonight. That's what it says. So Jackson just, I don't know. He can't seem to get a good enough run to get around him here, Moody.
Yeah. I think where he's catching him is a tough spot to try to come around. Like he's caught.
Sinu put it in the wall and Jackson just cleared him.
Yeah.
That got really interesting there and got a little bit scary too.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking he was about to lay the car into Jackson, but he was able to keep it up tight, and Jackson was able to get down around him.
Taking a look at this 44 car, I believe Mr. Robert Oddie has given Darlington more stripes than it's given him. But he is still out there wheeling it, Moody. I mean, he's still wheeling that car.
That's right. He's putting that DuPont paint job to the test.
Most importantly for John Houston, your leader, though, he's in between Houston and Kaufman. And, you know, the laps are clicking away, and they're clicking fast.
That's right. And
I can assure you, John Houston's at 44's biggest fan right now.
Oh yeah, he's wanting him just to stay right where he's at to keep everybody off him.
Matt Egan wants to know how many Burger King jokes we're up to now. About 10.
I'd say 15 at least.
We could switch over to Matt Egan jokes next if he wants.
That's right. Hey, one thing out to Matt, you can't blame any of the wrecking on me.
I'm watching this. I don't think this is hurting Kaufman too bad because it looks like the 44 is also gaining on the 42.
Yeah, they're making. I guess where they've got the fresh tires, they're still gaining time. They went Audi into the wall a little. Yeah,
and I believe it caused the 21 to either get in the wall a little bit there or get out of the gas to avoid them. That's going to help Houston out at least a couple tenths there, maybe a couple seconds. Take a look at that. Yeah, that 21 got the wall. I can see the damage on that right front. That's unfortunate, but you know, we're down to 25 to go. You're running that thing hard.
Yep. You're at the 25 to go mark. You've got to start really pushing, trying to draw that time up so you can be there at the end.
Meanwhile, right behind him in the third spot is Jackson Allen in that 4 car. It looks like Jackson is running them both down.
He's been strong all night, so I definitely think we're going to be in for an exciting finish of this race as these drivers start to catch up to each other and get to try to take that lead position.
It's like that 44 and that 21 are still catching the 42 of John Houston. The lap car's pulling them up to him.
Well,
John just got loose out of the corner there. He's driving the wheels off that car.
Well, I mean, one thing about John is not afraid to put that car in the wall.
Now, he's, when I first clicked on him there, I thought we were watching a dirt track race, Moody.
That's right.
Because he was definitely dirt tracking it off the corner.
Well, I heard from his crew chief that if he tears that bumper off, he's not getting another one.
He's all out, huh?
That's right. He's gonna have to save one for Chicagoland.
You thought Texaco would have brought him a couple of bumpers tonight, but right behind him, and you see it getting smaller and smaller. That 44 DuPont Chevrolet running, dragging Brian Kaufman right up to John Houston, the 42.
Yeah, Houston he's gonna have to get that line back. He can't keep using that wall. That's just letting Kaufman drive right to him.
Yeah. Don't look much farther back than that, but business is going to pick up because that 4 car's there.
Yeah,
44.
The 4 cars right there in the mix, and then the 44
and the 4's got to run on the 21. He's going to let up here as the 21's battling with the 44. Oh, and there's contact. 21 into the back of the 44. Like
I guess that message was sent.
Yeah, well, I mean, the 21 did the right thing. He didn't try to race the 44 hard there or anything. And he followed him right up to John Houston. But when they got to that point, it looked like John Houston just pulled over and let these guys go.
Yeah, I think he knew that he did not have a good run at that corner, so it was better to back off and get out of the way than it was to take a chance.
All right, so here we go, the 21 in the 4 car, and we know the 21 got a little front end damage with contact for the wall, and actually that's pretty considerable damage there, Moody.
Yeah, he's definitely not clean right now, but if he keeps up that good line, he can make it difficult for that 4 to pass him because he's been so strong coming out of these turns.
You're absolutely right on that, and that's the one thing he has going for him. And you can see there out of the corner, the 4 looked to struggle a little bit, and the 21 did. Got a great run off.
Yep. The 4 car kind of gains it back coming into the turn, but coming out, man, that 21 car is flying.
Well, he certainly led the most laps tonight, talking to the 4 car Jackson Allen. So you can see how quickly it closed on him on that entry to the corner, but it's like him closing so much on that entry, he may be overdriving it a little bit because Kaufman's able to get a stronger run off.
Well, if you notice, he's taking a much lower line coming in. I think that's pushing him up a little bit where Kaufman's coming out lower and is able to do a little bit more.
He's got to look underneath of him, and he's going to go. He's just going to send it off in the corner here.
Yeah,
give the lead back to the 4 car, Jackson Allen.
Let's see if Kaufman's got anything for him.
They still got a few laps left to go here. I mean, we're at 134, 150, so Kaufman takes care of his stuff enough and makes that 4 car use it up. And then again, how much stuff did the 4 car use up catching up to them guys?
That's right. He's been driving it hard to get there, so yeah, he could be. If you look, here comes that 21 right back off that turn, man. He is so fast coming off that turn.
It looks like the 21 has to get kind of the pressure off of him and settle down. And he's able to hit his marks better. And that's when he's fast. Oh, 21 bounced the wall, but the 4 struggled there as well. So
yeah, they really didn't gain anything at all until that time. So
kind of equaled out off that corner. This is the hardest part of the race, though. I mean, you look and you got 15 laps to go, and you know, if you're Kaufman, you're thinking, man, I'm so much better than him out of 4, and you're working on 1 and 2 because you want to mimic what he's doing in 1 and 2. But in the same token, you know you got to take care of your car another 15 laps.
Yeah, like you say, you don't want to try to figure out 1 and 2 to the detriment of your race. You just want to try to maybe pick up a second or 2 to get you back there to allow you to get that good pass.
This is crazy because you can see how much better in 1 and 2 the 4 car of Jackson Allen is, and then just look at how much better down in 3 and 4 the 21 car is.
Yeah, he is just.
That time the 21 car held court with him down in 1 and 2.
He did. It even looked like he may have let off just a little coming out of there, so that he didn't make a Yeah, it looks like he's staying real cautious, like he has all night.
And in the same token, coming out of 4 there, it looked like the 4 car was able to hold the gap, maintain the gap there. It didn't lose as much.
So he drove right up to him again, coming out of that turn.
These guys are definitely putting on a great show up here. This is great racing. I know not a big field tonight here at WFO Racing League, but not stopping these guys from putting on a great performance here coming to the closing laps. You seen the 4 get a little bit loose. The 21's going to close right up on him here.
I just want to say one thing while we're watching this battle happen. We do expect our royalties from Burger King for all dimensions tonight.
No doubt. That would be nice. They could, even if they want to throw a little sponsorship towards the broadcast or WFO Racing League, we'd appreciate that.
You got that right. Let's see if the 21's got something here.
We got a race, Moody. The 21 settled back down, and he's back to his bumper. We definitely got us a race here coming up to these last 10 closing laps.
This is where he's really strong at. Let's see how he comes.
Oh, he's had a good run there. The 4 car kind of held back a little to get a better run off the corner, and they're going to drag race down the straightaway.
Yep, and the 4 car's really tightened back up again, it looks like. If you'll watch that front end jerk around when he comes out of these turns, he's just...
Well, for the 21 right now, you just got to keep doing what you've been doing. You ran them back down, and you can tell you're putting pressure on them. And you want to keep the pressure on them. And then, right here it is. Look at the run he got in the center of the corner. But Kaufman lifted and let him go here. So, we're going to get to a point where you can't lift and let the guy go no more, right, Moody?
That's right, yeah. We might see a Earnhardt-Labonte situation or something.
Maybe a bumper. Maybe he'll use the bumper there.
Where we see just a gentle nudge that sends that 4 car one way or the other.
That gap's opened up to about a half a second now, so we'll have to see if Kaufman can settle down and run him back down in these last few laps here.
Yeah, we're down to 8
We
laps.
got a smoker coming up. That's Robert Otte. I think that DuPont car's had enough tonight.
Yeah, it's fighting back now. I think it's starting to punch back a little.
Question is, did Kaufman fall too much back off of the 4 car here to do anything with him with 7 to go?
This right here will tell us when he comes off this turn here if he can drive it back up there.
I mean, that gap's staying pretty steady.
Yeah, I believe Jackson's got a pretty good line running now. The pressure was on Jackson
we got a spoiler coming up behind him, though, with a lot fresher tires, a lot more speed. The 86 Burger King car of John Sanu. He could change this whole outcome.
Yeah, and boy, he's running right up there.
Yeah, it looks like Kaufman might have used this stuff up.
Stay out of the way of the leaders. Get it on the pit lane.
But you see the 86 get around Kaufman. I mean, is he going to get up there and catch the 4 and cause a little trouble with the 4, maybe to slow the 4 down and let Kaufman close up on him again? I mean, that.
I believe he's definitely going to run down the 4 car. There's no doubt about that.
We know that fresh tires here are worth a ton, so let's get back up on our leader, Jackson Allen, in that 4 car. The one thing that I can say about the 4, that car is clean.
Yes. Yeah, it has very minimal damage to it. He's run a real good race with it.
But here comes 86 right now, and 86 is looking to get around him, and the 4's not playing very friendly there. Do not race this lap car if you're the leader. That's a good way to cost you a win.
You got that right. Let that dude go, because you don't know what he's going to do to try to get around him.
And let him go quickly. You know, I mean, the worst thing here is right here. You don't want to get them side by side and start racing them hard. Just let them go.
Yeah, let him get out of there. Even if Kaufman catches up a little bit to you, you're still faster than him right now.
And you can understand it from Sanu's part, 86, because he's on fresh tires. He'd rather be able to run his car for what it's got and not have to run it for what the leader's car has.
Yep. And Sanu's just trying to make sure he gets around this track, so he's doing his thing. He knows with if we're down to 3 laps to go, he knows he's not coming back to make a contender run. So
Back on John Houston here, running back in the 3rd spot, 1 lap down now. All these guys are running similar lap times. I mean, the leader was at a 27.893. Brian Kaufman was at a 27.810.
Yep,
And
I'm
that's,
looking. I'm looking at Jackson right now. He's at a 29.9 on that last one, and he's just holding his own out there. I believe.
oh, I was looking at their best lap. Yeah, he was at a 29.95, where Kaufman was at a 30.2.
Right. Yeah, he just picked up a 10th there. He's at a 29.8 on this lap.
The faster of the 3 up there is John Houston. Houston probably pitted again and got fresher tires. All right, so we see that lead between Jackson Allen and Brian Kaufman's, what, about 2.2 seconds?
Exactly, about 2 seconds apart, and they are. We're going to come to the end of this thing, and I believe Jackson's going to be our guy.
I think Kaufman wore it out there. I mean, he gave it all he had coming up with 10 to go, so
yep.
I just think he used it up.
And Kaufman made a great run, and he stayed on the lead lap the entire race, stayed clean. And so, yeah, and there's the 44 car.
That's the mosquito fogger as we're on the last lap here at Darlington.
That's right, he's already getting the track ready for next week by drying it.
There you go. And this is, they're coming up to a much wanted flag. And at WFO Racing this week, I can tell you right now that flag is a welcoming end to a tough week for a lot of guys.
Oh, yeah. Especially on this track. This track wears you completely out.
Thank you. Yeah, 21, that was a good race
with
there,
the victory. He's looking good there. Good job, Jackson. Congratulations.
Absolutely. We're going to pull them up here. We'll get Jackson up here. We'll get Brian Kaufman and John Houston. And we're going to get our driver of the day, which is the 3-car of Hal Amy, and drag him up here and make him give us an interview too. So I'm going to start lining them up in the staging room. I'll line them up in the staging room for us, and then we can start the interviewing process. Let me find that 4-car. Jackson Allen, driving that number 4 car tonight. You got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4.
All right, this is Vern Bradley up in the broadcast booth. I got David Moody with me here. David, you want to go ahead and interview him on the post race?
Yeah, Jackson, that was a great race, man. How did you feel coming in when you saw you were getting a little bit of a run from Kaufman there? You really looked like you had some good stuff for him. Everything looked good. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I came in a little hot for that final pit stop and ended up with a 15-second hold. Otherwise, that might have been a boring finish. But it was good. Showed some good speed, catching back up to him. He had a little bad luck with the lap car in front of him, but that happens here. It's just so hard to pass. I expected a little bit more of a fight from John there, but I knew he probably had about 15 lap older tires than we did, at least 10 laps. And so there's a good battle shaping up, and man, I think he kind of overdrove it a little bit behind that lap car trying to catch the leader, and ended up maybe wearing that right front out just a little bit too much. So when I got to him, I hadn't really been pushing too very hard, and I was able to make the pass, and then it was just hang on from there. That was the loosest that the car had felt the entire day. The track was probably about full of rubber as it was going to get, so we were holding on. Everybody out there was definitely holding on, and that all the guys that come across the finish line, they definitely had their hands full.
You had that car dialed in. You ran a really good, clean race with that car. I don't see, the car looks just like it did when you rolled it out of the trailer today. So, and congratulations on that big win, man. You looked really good out there.
Thank you, sir.
That's 2 starts this week at Darlington at WFO Racing League and 2 wins, right, Jackson?
Yeah, that's the 2 for 2 here. I guess we kind of swept it for the 2 races that.
Awesome job there. That's awesome job and good start to WFO Racing League. It's really awesome to watch you race around here. You look like you had the track figured out in both the K&N car and the Cup car here tonight. You're definitely the class of the field, so congratulations.
Yeah, this is I said it on Tuesday night. This track right here is my favorite track on the iRacing service. I hope they don't ever try to repave it or update it or anything, because its current configuration is just amazing for my driving style.
Moody, did you hear that? We found someone that likes Darlington.
That's right. We got one guy that wants to bulldoze it and one guy that wants to leave it just in the shape.
Right. All right, Jackson, thanks a lot, buddy. We'll look forward to seeing more racing from you and more wins in the future.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, congratulations again, man.
All right, we're going to pull the... I wanted to pull the 21 of Brian Kaufman up here, our second place finisher, a runner-up guy, but I don't see him in Discord, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the 42 of John Houston. And I'll get an interview with him here. John Houston, this is Vern Bradley up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, oh lordy.
Oh, how's that 42 car treating you tonight, John?
I didn't have no right side. I ate all night.
That's kind of normal for Darlington, isn't it?
Yeah. But when you hit it about 50 times, your car ain't gonna be worth a crap.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. Did you send your crew out there after the race to get the the right side of that car off the wall, or you just gonna leave it there for a monument?
I think my right front fender was hung in between the surf barrier.
Yeah, you looked like you'd worked a little strategy there. You kind of had us thrown off a little bit towards the end, but it looked like you worked a little strategy and you had the lead. And after those pit stops come out, and a pretty comfortable one, but man, I mean, just 7 or 8 laps fresher tires made a big difference.
yeah, but I had to. I shorted myself on fuel, so I had to go in and pit. So.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but still second place. Good run tonight.
It was third place.
Or third place, that's right. Kaufman,
yeah.
Our second place guy, wasn't in here to interview, so it threw me off.
Yeah. Did y'all see me move out of the way for those two?
I did.
I saw him coming. I'm like, I want Kaufman to have a chance to win it, beat him. So I just moved out of the way out of both of them.
Yeah, Kaufman had followed Audi up to you, it looked like, the 44 car, and then maybe had a little bit of trouble when he tried to get around the 44 car that kind of really cost him with the 4 there at the end, and we hated to see that for him. But
oh yeah,
Kaufman gave it another run after that. Those guys put on a great race up front, and you helped with that too, because we were clicking off to the not very many to go when we've seen that 42 up there leading, so we knew that we were going to have an exciting finish tonight.
Well, at least I got to lead a few laps, But yeah, I hate to see that, a lap down car slowing the leader up, and he should have let him by.
Yeah.
He would have had a better chance.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it is what it is, especially when you come to Darlington, and I know, driving last night, that I'm happy to see this track come and go. So
you ain't the only one. I think we got about 13 other guys same thing.
I'm not going to miss it. And we're not going to miss it next season either, because I don't think we're going to be putting it on the schedule.
I would rather you put Martinsville in here.
Or Bristol or something like that.
No, I can't do it.
All right, John, we appreciate it. We're going to try to get our driver of the day up here. We'll go ahead and leave you in here while we pull him up here so you can mess with him too. Because he quit on us tonight. I guess his car had enough. Hal Amy.
Yeah, he smacked the wall more than I did.
Hal Amy. Vern Bradley up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Doing really good. David Moody, Hal Amy's our driver of the day. You want to go ahead and give him an interview here?
Yeah, congratulations, Hal. I got here a little bit late and didn't get to see exactly what happened to you there. I saw you in the pits early on. What happened early on in the race to you there?
Just car was so tight. I couldn't keep up with them guys. They were fast, I got into the wall, used my fast repair, and then I got loose again and come down and finished it up.
Gotcha.
Just a rough night.
Yep, well, you'll be glad to know that we're done with Darlington.
I am so glad.
There we go. There's another one. I told him during the broadcast early on that I was glad that this was the last race for Darlington.
I appreciate all the fans and votes, but I wish I would have got him a better finish. But the thing hanging on to that thing.
Yeah, we're glad to have you as driver of the race, driver of the race today. So
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
he's our WFO Burger King driver of the race. We'll call it the Burger King driver of the race this week.
That's right. Moody's our mascot.
That's
Well,
right.
well, Hal, whenever you go out there and pick up all your engine parts that you left in the wall, go pick up all my fenders.
Okay, I
That's
will
right.
do that.
Well, since I have Hal and John in here, how do you guys feel about Talladega next week?
It's a big change, and I'm almost grateful for it.
Almost
Yeah.
grateful.
Yeah, almost.
I've raced with you on the plate tracks, John, so I know you know how to drive them. I'd think that you would think you'd be looking forward to that one.
Yeah, but anybody can win at a plate track.
You're just gonna have to work with Hal Amy there and get you a good drafting partner for it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Gotta be there at the end.
Other than that, I think we're going to wrap up the broadcast tonight here at WFO Racing League. I want to appreciate everybody at WFO, the guys that come out to race here at Darlington. We know it's a tough track, but we appreciate you. Appreciate David Moody for stepping in here on Thursday night. He missed a race, and he come in the broadcast booth. And, Moody, you did a hell of a job, man.
Hey, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me up, and I really appreciate all the guys as well that race in this league, man. It is so much fun to race with you guys and compete with you guys. You guys make it a blast.
Well, thank you, Moody. John Houston, having you up here in the booth tonight with your third place run. Hal Amy, another driver of the day. Awesome job, guys. Always glad to be in here, doing the interviews and the broadcasts, and look forward to doing more of them. I'll see you guys next week at Talladega for sure. We'll have a broadcast going.
Yeah, thanks to you guys for the broadcast too. You did an awesome job.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
All
It's
right.
always fun.
And to all our fans that are watching us on YouTube, we appreciate you. We'll see you guys next week back here at WFO Racing League. We'll do the Cup Series at Talladega, like I said.
And come join us.
Come join us. There you go. Have a good night.
Yep.
Matt wanted to race. I'm like, Matt, you can't race. You got to watch this one.
Oh, I said, you need to think about being an admin before you worry about running.
Yeah, and a track like this, definitely. I'm trying to get all this shit shut down. Moody, you did an awesome job tonight.
We had to keep telling Brian he needed to get up there.